Hello, I'm Rusiki, and welcome to my channel. I want to talk about Ragnarok Mobile Classic, and it's about why Mechanic is the best early game class. Most players think Ranger or Sorcerers are the best early game classes. But Mechanic might be the one. Mechanic is the third job of the Merchant Blacksmith branch, and it's a good DPS with solid defense and even a bit of team support. It is slow, but when it comes to farming and leveling, it absolutely shines. In this video, I'll focus only on the early game and leveling phase, and I'll guide you through everything step by step. Pros and cons, gear, skills, attributes, builds, and Aesir. So now that you know what a mechanic is, let's talk about the pros and cons. What makes this class shine, and what its weaknesses are. So now that you know what a mechanic is, let's talk about the pros and cons. On the pros, we have decent DPS. Merchants have strong DPS right from the start, thanks to their card attack skills. Versatility. Card attack is great for single target damage, while Cart Revolution is a solid AoE skill for farming mobs. And if you really want to experiment, there's also the auto attack path with Adrenaline Rush and Meltdown, though it's not the most recommended build. One of the fastest class in game. Thanks to the Aesir Cart Increase rune, you get a free 30% movement speed bonus. And if you're riding a mount, it will give you additional 30% movement speed bonus, which total you gain 60% movement speed bonus. Easy money. Skills like fundraising and greed give you extra zenny from the very start. In fact, at endgame, almost everyone makes a mechanic multi-class just for farming. Unique party support. With buffs like Overthrust, Weapon Perfection, Adrenaline Rush, Loud Exclamation, and Meltdown, your whole party's damage gets a big boost. Next, we'll talk about cons of being mechanic. Consumable costs. Overthrust Max requires 5,000 zenny per cast, and Matto Gear skills consume items. Overthrust Max grants 50% physical damage, one of the strongest buffs in the game. Other classes out-DPS you. Early Rangers and Sorcerers deal more DPS at the early game, but once you reach third job, Mechanic scales harder and outperforms them. Clunky Matto Gear makes you slower and heavy compared to earlier mobility, but it grants trap immunity and has Side Slide, a long-range dash for repositioning. Next, we will talk about builds. There are several builds from Mechanic Branch: Card Attack, Knuckle Boost, and Arm Cannon. Crafting build, Auto Attack build. Let's talk about Card Attack first, since it's best build from Merchant until early Mechanic. Card Attack is one of the most beginner-friendly ways to play Mechanic. It mainly uses Card Attack for single target damage, Cart Revolution for AoE farming, and your natural movement speed advantage to move quickly between mobs. This build is highly recommended for early leveling, up until you unlock Matto Gear and transition into Knuckle Boost or Arm Cannon. Unfortunately, as of the time I'm uploading this video, there's still no master skill support for the cart build, which means it doesn't scale well into the late game. Knuckle Boost and Arm Cannon build is currently the strongest DPS option for mechanics. It's versatile, powerful, and the build you'll end up using most of the time. What makes it stand out is its master skill, which is considered one of the best in the entire game. This gives the build incredible scaling and ensures that it stays relevant not just in early or mid-game, but all the way into end-game content. If you're looking for the build that truly shows off the full potential of Mechanic, this is the one to focus on. The crafting build focuses on creating consumables and maintaining your gear. By stacking dex and luck, you increase your success rate when crafting. With this build, you can produce useful items like attack boosters, elemental converters, elemental resistance consumables, and even repair your equipment when it breaks. The auto attack build is something you'll often hear about with Mechanic, especially because we have skills like Adrenaline Rush and Meltdown that seem to support it. It does have a niche use in Imperium Breaking, where high ASPD auto attacks can quickly shred the crystal in Guild Wars. Even at Master Skill 2, the auto attack build is still weaker than the more common Master Skill 1 path, and it doesn't scale well into the late game. Next up, we will talk about gears. For weapon, use Epic Spirit Beacon's Axe, then upgrade it to Max until it become Epic Spirit Feather Certificate Axe. After that, safe refine your weapon using Rift Gear that will be explained later up to +10. Do not use Vesser Axe, as it will waste of your Zenny. For starter armor level 20, you can use Adventure Novice set from Edga's Roar instance. Make sure to get the physical set. At level 40, you can change to Adventure Elite set from Edga's Roar and Strauf Storm instances. Make sure to get the physical set. Starting at level 70 to 90, you can change your armor into Adventure Master set from Morok Shadow, Seal Under Sakura, and Moonlight Rendezvous. For shield, get Ignore Defense %. For armor, get Attack %. For cloak, get Ignore Defense %. For boots, get Attack %. For accessories, get 2 Ignore Defense %. For starter, we need a lot of Ignore Defense %. Even though Adventure Master Set is starter equipment, do not underestimate them, as it is the most value Zenny per damage ratio in-game. Also, try to do the instance once per day, as it will give you 3 times drops. You can use other Adventure Set, Rift Gear, to safe refine other Rift Gear including Epic Spirit Feather Weapon. Usually, you will replace them when you have +12 normal gear, as I will talk about it in another video. Next, we will talk about Cart Attack skill builds. For skill builds, the number will be the priority of taking skills. Here is the skill build for Merchant. Cart Attack level 10 will be your main skill for leveling and single target damage. Cart Attack is forced neutral, so you cannot change its element. Enhanced Cart level 10 will increase your Cart Attack damage. Change Cart level 5 will increase your Cart Attack damage after you take Cart Attack Aesir, which I will explain later. Loud Exclamation level 5 will increase your strength. We will max it to level 20 later. Fundraising level 10 will increase your Zenny income from start of the game to end game. Now for the Blacksmith. Overthrust level 5 will increase your attack by 25% and party by 5%. Weapon making level 1 will allows you to drops magic gear fuel while farming. You can craft consumables using craft build from this items or sell to NPC. Weapon Perfection level 10 will make all weapons deals 100% damage to all enemies with any size. Cart Revolution level 3 is your AoE skill, useful in Oracle, Battle of Cake, and Echoing Chamber. Cart Revolution can change elements. Weaponry Research level 10 will increase your attack and hit rate. Skin of Flint level 5 will allows the system to return 90% Zenny you spend on putting item on exchange. Adrenaline Rush level 6 will allows you and party to gain attack speed. Then for the Whitesmith, Overthrust Max level 5 allows you to pay 5,000 Zenny and gain 50% physical damage. Cart Boost level 1 will increase your movement speed by 30%. Greed level 10 allows you to get additional 1 items from mobs by 20% chance. Trading Master level 5 allows you to open exchange anywhere and add additional 5 exchange slots. Meltdown level 10 will make enemies you hit reduce their defense. Additionally, having changed to destroy enemies' armor and weapon in PvP. Human's Heart Light level 5 will allows you to reduce incoming damage from demi-human. Only 33% effective in PvP. Adrenaline Rush level 10 to maximize ASPD support for party. For breakthrough skills, Loud Exclamation level 20 will now also buff party members with 10 strength and increase your own by 20. Fundraising level 15 will allows you to gain more Zenny while farming. Skin Tempering level 10 will reduce 30% fire damage taken and 7.5% neutral damage taken. This skill also increase 70% fire damage while using Doom Axe. Lastly, for mechanic skills. Mechanic skills mostly require to put Matto Gear in mount slot and cast Matto Gear license. Knuckle Boost is your primary main single target damaging skill once you level it to level 10. Anti-gravity armor will allow you to move faster while in Mato gear and ignoring traps. Side slide will make you move fast and dash around. Arm cannon is your new AoE skill. It forces neutral and deals up to max 8 enemies. Consume rocket on each cast. Axe mastery will allows increase your ATK by 100 and gain 10% ignore defense while using axe. Neutral barrier are used for resist ranged attack, such as Loli's Ruri attacks. Optical camouflage stance is allowing mechanic to go stealth while reducing own speed. This skill also affect nearby allies. Next, I will shortly explain about which attribute we should get. For attributes, balance between strength and dexterity, in my opinion, would be better at 2 strength over 1 dexterity. And after both strength and dexterity maxed, rest spend it on luck. Next up, let's talk about Aesir. Aesir recommendation for cart build. I suggest cart attack. Allows you to increase cart attack damage by slot you have on the carts. You don't have to fill up the slot to gain the bonus damage. Cart increase. Increase your movement speed. Cart change. Trade movement speed with damage for cart attack and cart revolution. Swiftly transform. Increase your attack by total 1 per 1 dexterity. Luck switch. Increase your attack by total 1.2 per 1 luck. Cart revolution up to V. To increase your cart revolution damage by slot you have on the carts. No need to take above 5 because it will reduce your damage. Axe proficiency. Increase your attack. Axe proficiency enhance. Further increase your attack gain from axe proficiency. Ignore death. Take all 3 to increase your ignore defense. Adrenaline rush strong. Take 2 for increase 6% movement speed. Once you get to mechanic and change to KB and AC build, you can reconsider all cart Aesir to successive flying punches, arm cannon enhance or arm cannon destroy. And that wraps up our look at the mechanics cart build for leveling. It's simple, beginner-friendly, and one of the smoothest ways to progress until you unlock Mato Gear and Knuckle Boost later on. I didn't cover specific leveling spots or weekly tips in this video, because this guide is just to help you understand why cart build is one of the best build early game and how to build it. If you found this helpful, feel free to like the video, subscribe for more class guides, and share your own mechanic experience down in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next guide.